All right. So we're here for the first match. We won the roll, so we play first. It's a pretty common theme in standard. Yeah, this hand's good. We anticipated a painful truce. This hand's a little slow against the beatdown deck, but I think this is key. If he is like an actual, like really aggressive beatdown deck, um, we're gonna need to find Radiant Flames. Spire Bluff Canal means that he's probably either some type of energy deck or it's Control Mirror. Grixis is definitely better in the control mirrors. Also, one of the reasons why I like it. Um, oh well, he's playing a Cogworker's Puzzle Knot. All right, I have no idea what to think. I'm gonna be honest. uh, I've never seen this card cast in standard before. Um, I'm gonna take Harness Light, or I'm gonna take Void Shatter over Harness Lightning. The extraction, obviously, we can't cast. I don't understand this Cogworker's Puzzle Knot at all. Maybe that's what it's there for. Maybe it's just there uh, to make me think about it. Like maybe he's just playing like Jeskai Control or something. What does this do? Cast a spell with Devoid. Yeah, I think I'm fine with it. I kind of want to just fire off Void Shatter so that I can cast Painful Truths. Um, I'm just so confused about what my opponent's doing. I'm just gonna let this resolve, but I really am. I really have no idea what's going on. He's like a puzzle knot theme deck or whatever. Like, I don't know what this is. But what I can tell you is that I'll be taking 1 damage from this Serpo this turn. Hoping to draw land. Yeah, just gonna have to pass it back now. I'm really hoping for him to cast something that does something this turn. Because I need to start unloading my hand. Is this more puzzle knots? I don't understand what's going on here. I'm just going to gate this. Really just because I need to get cards out of my hand. I'm already playing a paradoxical outcome. But so far he showed me 3 colors of puzzle knots. That's what I've seen out of his deck. And missing on lands again, it's pretty unfortunate. Some more puzzle knots. Okay, I'm gonna Void Shatter that. I'm glad that I got something reasonable to counter. This rebuff is looking embarrassing. He has not cast anything that could be rebuffed yet. Yeah, I just need to draw lands. If I draw lands, I gotta be in pretty good shape. Yeah. I guess he's like, I guess he's some kind of Colossus deck, maybe? I'm just gonna Harness Lightning this. I know it's like, it, it, it kind of sucks, but I just need to draw lands, and I need to not be discarding hand size if I don't. Alright, that's really good. Glint Nest Crane. I'm fine with that, my friend. Now I actually have something to do with my mana, so I don't really care. Like I'm not gonna spend cards on bad cards anymore. I mean, at least not this turn. Another thing that is like pretty important with these control decks is that you don't like try to squeeze too much value out of your cards. Like you do want to squeeze value out of your cards, but when your opponent's playing Combustible Gear Hulk, like, does it really matter how much value you get? No, where I was going with that before he showed me Combustible Gear Hulk was that if you're up a million cards, like, it's not really that big of a deal whether or not you're getting like equal value on your cards, you know. Like right now I have 7 cards and he has 4. It's not as important for me to get value out of my cards as it is for him to get value out of his. I just need to be able to trade my cards off. Like, if I can trade my cards off, I'm going to win. Thought Knot's here. That's going to get rebuffed. Oh, he has a... Here's the Caravan to pay. Do I want to summary dismissal this, or do I want to just let it happen? And then disintegration with the ability on the stack. I'm just going to dismissal it, because I don't want to recruit the Caravan. It seems unlikely that he has anything too good if he's got Combustible Gear Hulk. Like, he's probably not going to Ember Cool me, I guess is what I'm getting at there. I'm just going to ship the turn. This is, like, starting to get bad. I needed to draw lands. I can just Painful Truths. And hope to draw, like, land Void Shatter. I mean, I'm going to have to discard a hand size if I do that, but I think it's worth it. I'll drew land. I'm going to draw Void Shatter, though. I'm going to discard Painful Truths. My plan was if I drew something good, I was going to discard Rebuff, but I kind of bricked there, so... But at least I get to make my land drop, which is pretty important. If he plays Gear Hulk here, I'm probably just going to take the damage. Hopefully it's not 12 of them. 5. 5's not that big. So he's getting me for 1, going down to 6. Again, not really a big deal. Drawing another rebuff is not good. I'll tell you that. I need to draw actual counter spells. Alright, I'm just going to pass here. So basically what I can do is I'll wait until he's actually declared his attacks, and then Disintegration, the Gear Hulk. The other option would have been to disintegrate it main phase. like in hindsight, now I kind of wish that I had not fired off this Void Shatter and had instead uh, just discard a rebuff to hand size, because these rebuffs they're not good now. I'm gonna top just the Sunken Hollow. I really need to draw counter spells now. Disintegration's not bad. So I'm gonna play Sunken Hollow. The thing is, he has Sanctum of Ugin, so he probably has Deep Fiend. And I have a Summary Dismissal in my graveyard, but that's still like me tapping 6 main phase. I'm gonna get hit by this. And I'm gonna Glimmer. If he just passes, I'm gonna Glimmer and then probably Disintegration that. Unless I end up with a stupid Radiant Flames, just like a card that I drew that I didn't really want to draw. But we've actually, like, we're pretty well into the end game here, where there's not really much that he could cast that's really going to do anything anymore. Deep Fiend could still potentially be an issue, just because you get like Deep Fiend us on upkeep, and then we have Void Shatter it, and then we have one spell that we can still cast. But we're gonna start bringing the pain now. I don't care if I have to discard a rebuff to hand size. The rebuffs are pretty embarrassing. They've been pretty embarrassing this whole game. Probably cutting them. I wonder if he's playing Gear Seeker Serpent. That'd be a reason to put Cogworker's Puzzle Knot in your deck. Alright, Confirm Suspicion's excellent. Anticipate I can cast right now, so I'm gonna top that. I think it's better than a random card, because I do want to. I'm not gonna worry about holding up Void Shatter. I guess if he's gonna cast something as an instant, though, I want to Void Shatter it. Counter that. Oh wait, can I? No. Oh wait, I can actually rebuff this. Oh my. Oh my. Well, that is delightful. We'll see if does he sack to search. He chose not to with the first one. Chose not to with the second one. I can't believe we actually ended up getting value out of the rebuff. This kind of makes me think that he has another Deep Fiend. Hopefully I get to rebuff that one too. That'd be sweet. Just rebuffing 8 drops. Aw. Can't rebuff any more Deep Fiends. I guess that probably puts a kibosh on this rebuff ever doing anything. Yeah. I'm gonna Gear Hulk. Because I want Summary Dismissal. I don't want him to be able to Sanctum. even though he chose not to, like the previous turn, I don't want him to be able to now. Here's another one. Alright. I don't really care about the Colossus that much. I want to get the Deep Fiend. He's getting a bunch of Colossuses. I'm going to Void Shatter this. Yeah, I'm going to Void Shatter this. Oh, wait. He got a Thought Seer. Yeah, I'm still Void Shattering this. If he has a land Thought Seer, that's pretty good for him. I don't really care if he plays 2 Colossus. I guess he can only play 1 Colossus. So I can actually just put him to 2 here. Oh wait, can I just kill him? Do I have enough mana? Yeah, I have enough mana. I can just kill him. Because I can Disintegration with Kicker, this guy, and then activate Wandering Fumarole. I guess he can crew Caravan, but he chose not to. So I guess I'm gonna just win the game then. I guess he could theoretically have something. I don't know what it would be though. Alright. Oh, that's game 1. Another thing about these decks is that, like, you gotta play really quickly. Because they're tough to play, and like some turns are just inherently going to take you a really long time. So you just have to play fast. There's no 2 ways about it. I don't think I want Harness Lighting. I think you'd rather have Negate. Maybe some kind of split of the 2. I really am not sure. Harness Lighting, like, in theory, you can kill a Colossus or a Deep Fiend. Well, I think in general I just need to be countering those. And Negate. I guess he's definitely going to have 4 Thought Seers in his deck post-board, so the rebuff is maybe looking a little better. And Harness Lightning is good against Thought Seer as well. I think I'm just going to cut this one Negate and roll with these Harness Lightnings. Now I'm going to cut 1 Harness Lightning and play 1 rebuff. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. My biggest concern there is Thought Seer. That's basically what I'm assigning those slots to, is Thought Seer. Yeah, there's a keep. A little better on the draw than it would be on the play, and we are on the draw, so Works out nicely. Ooh, I like that. I like that. That's a great card to draw here. Since the extraction's not in our deck, I'm probably gonna just get Island. These decks just want as much blue mana as they can get. Blue mana is the most important by a pretty significant amount. Like, your most important spells are double blue, and your most common card draw spell is double blue too, so I don't know why he's going with these puzzle knots over like Hedron Archive or whatever the people normally play. But you do you, buddy. Yeah, I don't care about this. The thing is, I'm pretty likely to confirm suspicion his first business spell, and when they tap out and you confirm suspicion their thing, the game is effectively just over. I might be changing my mind about this. Now I'm gonna void shatter this. I am gonna void shatter this. Basically, like, the way that I lose this game is he gets just a ton of Colossuses into play, and 3-mana artifact is one of the better ways for that to happen for him. This I don't think is worth my confirmed suspicions. That's a great card to draw. This, like, a lot of times people look at cards like this, like kind of narrow cards that are efficient. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Like, this is the exact situation that I was about to describe, where, like, I'm not gonna fire this off on this thing. I'd much rather save this for a time when I actually, like, where I actually need to have a 1-mana play, rather than, like, now when I can get a 5-mana play off. Like, yeah, against some decks where it's like, if you're boarding this in against Copter or whatever, like, yeah, if they ever cast anything that it hits, you cast it. But against a deck like this, you know, I just don't think that makes sense. I don't think there's really any colored spells that he could cast that I need to counter, so I'm going to play this Power Bluff Canal. The reason play on untap land would be so that I could sack 2 clues and find a Void Shatter. But I think anything that I need to counter, I can counter with this. I'm going to break a clue before I decide what to do with that. I don't want to use, like, my last counter on that, but Painful Truths is basically a counter. So, yeah, I'm going to reject this. And this thing can counter a Deep Fiend. Again, I just want to keep him off of his expensive mana rocks, so that he can't just, like, play 1,000 Colossuses in one turn against me. Play my Mountain. And I'll play Painful Truths for 3. I'll have to discard a hand size here. But that's fine. I'm going to discard probably second Painful Truths. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I could Harness Lightning this, but that takes out the option of Anticipate into Void Shatter, which there's a reasonable chance that I need to do something along those lines. I'm gonna let this happen. I'm not too worried about it. He can cast Colossus next turn, it looks like. Yeah, I don't care about that either. Maybe I should have left like a Radiant Flames or two in my deck just to clean up like these nonsense, like this kind of stuff. And like now he has a Prism, so he could sack the Puzzle Knot. I'm casting Glimmer here. This is the most effective at helping me find counter spells. Disintegration is fine. Swamp is not. That's good. That's a good card to draw. I'm gonna fire off a Harness Lightning on the Crane. Just because otherwise I gotta discard, and I'd rather tap 2 mana in my main phase than discard here. I'm kind of reading him for Deep Fiend here. I guess he can't actually cast it. So, what's he thinking about? Maybe he has Colossus and just doesn't want to break it yet or whatever. Don't want to break the Sanctum yet. Yeah. I don't care about anything that he wants to do here. I do kind of want this Transgress, though. Like when I cast this, I was thinking about getting a Gear Hulk for the confirm, but transgressing up here seems pretty excellent, so I'm going to do that instead. And I always just do any order on these because I have Evolving Wilds in my deck. And I guess I'm going to take Glimmer. Now I pretty much have to decide if I care about anything. He could do an instant speed here. I don't. I'm just gonna break this clue. I mean, those could be the famous last words or whatever, but I don't know why he's stopping my upkeep. You can't cast Deep Fiend. Maybe that's what he was thinking about. Was like maybe he thought that he could cast Deep Fiend, but he was just like he was just wrong. I don't know. Whatever. He's getting transgressed. We'll know soon enough. My prediction is that he has Deep Fiend in his hand. What do you think? You can't cast it. You don't have enough mana. Like, not even really that close. 2 off. I kind of want to just take Metalwork Colossus. Because, like I said, he's really not that close to casting the Deep Fiend. And the Thought-Knot Seer, I could rebuff. Unless he draws a land. And then if he does draw a land, I just let it resolve and then kill it with a removal spell. Yeah, I'm just gonna let him have a Thought-Knot Seer. If he gets there, he gets there. Luckily, Moto has finally made it so that you can like look at their hand after you play a discard spell. So you don't have to type it in the chat anymore, which was pretty annoying to do. Alright, he did draw land, so he can't Thought Not Seer me through rebuff. But he's going to play Prophetic Prism first, and now he cannot do that anymore. And then basically, so I'm going to rebuff this. And then I'm going to Glimmer, and I'm probably going to Transgress him. And more likely than not, take the Deep Fiend. I'm not really concerned about, like, dying to Servo or random Glint Cranes and stuff. I don't really care about that stuff. At some point, I'm going to have a Gear Hulk in play, and then he's going to lose. Yeah, there's my Gear Hulk, and I'm going to take it, because I do want to actually start getting this game over with. I always love drawing Anticipate off of my Glimmers, too. Just gives you so much. The choice here is between Smoldering Marsh and Summary Dismissal. Smoldering Marsh is just a second black source, so that I have Disintegration up. Because he's pretty likely to play his Thought Not Seer. But I think that the next spell that he casts, I'm probably gonna Gear Hulk for Confirmed Suspicions. So I'm just gonna take some Dismissal. And any order again, just because we have Evolving Wilds, and I crack my Evolving Wilds most of the time, so. Second Summary Dismissal, pretty good. Transgress him. We know these three cards, don't know the one he drew off of Prism. Looks like it was Sky Sovereign. Yeah, that Sky Sovereign is just downright awful. I prefer that be in his deck. So the choice here is Deep Fiend or Thought Not Seer. I think I'm going to leave him with the Deep Fiend. Well, let's see. So if he plays he could play Hedron Archive into Thought Not Seer, at which point I can Gear Hulk Confirm Suspicion. So maybe I'll just take the Deep Fiend. Yeah, I like that a little better. Alright, good. Oh, he's going to lead with Thought Not Seer. I'm just going to Void Shatter it then. I don't know why you would do that. I know the other two cards in his hand. That just doesn't make any sense. I don't really think about that I knew the other two cards in his hand before I shattered that, which, I mean, is a mistake, but it's a mistake that doesn't really matter. I mean, it doesn't matter this time. It definitely matters, and that is probably one of my bigger leaks. Is it? I default to heuristics probably too much. And the heuristic that I was defaulting to there was like, don't tap out against a deck that has like really dangerous plays while they have a bunch of mana untapped, but I didn't know the contents of his hand. And this is try to puzzle knock me out. Is the game plan here? Puzzle knock me out. It's not gonna work. Okay. If he has like a big play here, it actually doesn't matter. I have 2 summary dismissals and a Gear Hulk. Yeah, I'm just gonna void shatter this too. No, I'm gonna Gear Hulk him. I'm gonna get the confirmed suspicions. How much time do I have? 5 minutes still. Yeah, I'm not gonna lose this game. Where are you? Confirm suspicions. Counter your thing. It's 10 power in play. You have nothing to cast. I'm gonna discard Painful Truce. Like, we've reached the point where, like, his outs involve moto crashing. I have more counter spells than he has draw steps, and that's like that's basically the situation that these decks are always trying to find themselves in, is where we have more counter spells than they have draw steps. He's gonna sack the fair. He should play the Hedron Archive first if he's gonna do that. I think, right? Yeah, because then he could actually play the Colossus this turn. Oh, I guess he can do that anyhow. I'm gonna dismissal this though. And then I'm just gonna dismissal his next play, and the game's gonna be over. I guess he does have. No, he doesn't. He doesn't have an unknown. So let's just get him. I'm just gonna counter this because I know his hand, and this is just lethal. I'm gonna reject this. There we go. Alright. Getting these sweet play points. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was in the league, but it just, like, I waited, like, 6 minutes for a match, and then I was like, alright, whatever, screw this. Let's do 2-man. So, that's match 1, and we'll be back for... I'm still going to do... I'll still do 5 matches if... 3 matches or something. I don't know. I'll do a few. I don't want to just do one. That's kind of lame. But we'll be back with more. I called it Shota Grixis because I called it Shota Grixis when I first built it, and it was identical to Shota's deck that won the PT. So, all right. But we'll be back with more sweet Shota Grixis.